So I want to start by asking, how many of you have a friend or a family member that you've lost to cancer? Or a parent that you've seen decline from Alzheimer's disease? I have both, and I bet many of you do too. So our population is rapidly aging, and the costs of cancer are only going to rise. Cancer itself is not just one disease, but it's many, and it changes from person to person and even within individuals over time. And so we're constantly in need of new therapies. But each new cancer drug can take a decade or $1 billion to develop. And so only the wealthiest of patients can actually afford these potentially life-saving new treatments. But right now, we're on the cusp of a technological revolution that could fundamentally change this arithmetic. Last year, a new cancer drug entered clinical trials. It was fast-tracked by the FDA in January. This drug targets a gene that's commonly mutated in many cancers and which was formerly thought to be undruggable. So that's exciting. But that's not what makes it revolutionary. What makes it revolutionary is that this drug was discovered with the help of artificial intelligence. So using AI, researchers can now explore a much broader array of potential drugs and more quickly narrow down to the most promising among them. That means potentially new drugs can be available on the market faster and at lower cost. But is this going to make effective cancer treatment more widely available? That depends on who's in charge. So I want to digress for a minute and tell you a story about a Harvey Mudd student who really helped us sort of visualize this project. Xingyao Chen came to work in my research lab as the summer after her first year at Harvey Mudd. Like many students that work with me, she was a computer science major, interested in learning how to apply computational methods to solve biological problems. And she taught herself machine learning, and she used it to do research that could help pollinators like honeybees. In her senior year, she worked on a clinic project with my husband, Naeem, who's also a member of our project team. Naeem is the Senior Director for Applied AI Research at the Ellison Medical Institute, but he also is a clinic advisor here at Mudd. And that year, he helped Xingyao and her team use machine learning to attack another part of the drug development cycle, which is predicting success in development, going from concept to production. Now, Xingyao graduated in 2020, a year which I'm sure you all remember, everything seemed very uncertain. But she was able to take advantage of connections she'd made in a summer internship at Yelp to get a job as a machine learning engineer. The job paid well. On paper, it seemed like a success story. But a year later, she called up Naeem, and she said, I hate my job. I am working on problems that I don't care about. I don't get to stretch myself or learn. What advice do you have for me? Now, Naeem gave her something even better than advice. He gave her a job. In the 3 years that Xingyao has been working at the Ellison Institute, she's been working on computational drug discovery. She's been promoted to manage her own team, and she's hired 3 Mudders to work with her on these projects. A few weeks ago, Xingyao came back to Harvey Mudd as part of a career panel that we organized, bringing alumni from health technology companies like Ellison, but also Maze Therapeutics and Google's Verily. They were here in this room sharing their stories. And we asked students afterwards to share which panelist's story most resonated with them and why. One student said, Xing Yao is super cool for being willing to make the jump away from a high-paying job and into something that's more important and worthwhile to her. Another shared, "This session has empowered me to be revolutionary in my attempts to develop technology to change the world." But for every alum like Xing Yao, who has found a path towards using and growing her own technical skills in a way that helps people and resonates with her own values, there are many more who take a different path. Maybe they never realized that they could get paid to learn new technology and actually improve human health at the same time. Or maybe they gave up because they didn't have the connections to help them make that dream a reality. I think that's a missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity for those students. It's a missed opportunity for Harvey Mudd. And frankly, it's a missed opportunity for the world. Here's why. The health challenges our society is facing right now are only going to get worse. To solve them, to cure cancer, to stop the next global pandemic, we need effective collaboration across disciplines. We need people with both creativity and technical expertise, and we need extraordinary leadership that's motivated by a desire to help people. In short, we need Mudders. Harvey Mudd's unique approach to STEM education is the perfect foundation for producing the next generation of leaders in health technology. Our mission attracts students who want to make a positive impact on the world. Our core curriculum trains them in a breadth of technical skills, but more importantly, gives them the ability to pick up new skills as needed and also to translate effectively across disciplines. Our liberal arts foundation gives them the tools they need to grapple with the changing and complex relationship between technology and society. So how can we build on these raw materials to give more Harvey Mudd students the opportunity to have meaningful careers that are going to change the way that we in society approach these health challenges? We propose a new center, a Center for Emerging Health Technology, which goes beyond traditional curricular preparation to help students like Xing Yao launch their careers. This center will inspire students to see themselves in careers for health technology. We started this. We have a growing database of alumni in the health tech industry. We've begun bringing them back to Mudd for career talks and panels, and the student response to this has been amazing. A new core impact course could reach even more students. Secondly, the center will prepare students for these new careers, not with a new specialized major program, but instead by inviting students from all majors to participate in hands-on learning opportunities. Fellowships for students and faculty will strengthen on-campus research in health-related areas and will also encourage students and faculty to focus on the impact of their work through community engagement. A dedicated cross-disciplinary health technology clinic program will give students relevant real-world experience with industry partners. Finally, the center will launch students' careers by connecting them with alumni, by supporting summer internships, and by building relationships with graduate programs. All these efforts are feasible because they build on our existing strengths, but they're also synergistic because they rely on and build towards creating a self-sustaining and self-amplifying community, uniting students, faculty, staff, and alumni around a common purpose. Are we at Harvey Mudd going to create the next rapid diagnostic test, the next drug delivery system, the next medical device that can detect and stop cancer before it even starts? Maybe. It's possible. But I think I can say with certainty that we can shape the people who will. Building on a community that's centered on a common goal, we can inspire students to tackle these tough societal problems with technology and heart. We can prepare them to communicate effectively across fields to solve the most complex and ambitious problems. We can set them on a path towards innovation and leadership that will make the world a better place.